Is this the location of your nightmares or your dreams? Welcome back, my fellow gamers. This is Top 10 Gaming, and I am your host, Amanda McKnight. Today we'll be exploring a world in which you, yes you, would get to visit 5 nights at Freddy's. We'll be talking about the real locations that we would love to visit, if of course they were real, and how it might even be possible in the near future for you to actually visit these places. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to get exploring. Join me as we count down the top 10 scary FNAF locations we want in a real life. Some people might think we're crazy for wanting to actually go visit these places in real life, but wanting to be scared and feel that rush of danger and adrenaline is normal. It's all about allowing yourself to feel uncomfortable and terrified, but in a safe and secure space that is fun. Getting permission to completely let go, be scared, but knowing that you're safe, that gives you that rush that we all love and seek. Let's get counting. Number 10, behind the scenes. I definitely would want to peek behind the curtain at Freddy Fazbear's, so to speak. How cool would it be to wander around the staff areas or roam the backstage, visit the storage room that holds all the animatronic suits, basically feel like you were an employee or a privileged VIP at the restaurant. Sure, you might have to worry about free-roaming animatronics, maybe trying to kill you, but that's all part of the fun of the experience of actually visiting this place, right? Number 9, Spooky Mansion. I love the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, and so evidently I'm also a big fan of some of the locations that we visit there. Namely, I like everything that is based in and around the Spooky Mansion game mode. I personally would love to go to a mansion around Halloween that was completely FNAF themed and explore, interact with animatronics, and ideally eat a ton of candy. Candy is the best. When I used to go trick-or-treating, I would always sort my candy after, and my favorite candy, the one I would always eat first, would be the Reese Cups and the little mini Caramilks. We're not sponsored by either of those, but so good. I actually think that's the Caramilk slogan. I don't know, do chocolate bars have slogans? It's like something. Oh, maybe it's just caramel? Oh no, that's a different treat. Fun fact, some folks have already attempted around Halloween to bring the world of FNAF to life themselves by building haunted houses inspired by the franchise. So here's hoping we can all Halloween again this year and that you have one of these kinds of themed houses in your neighborhood. That would be so cool. And friends, before we move on to this next spot, if you are loving this list, be sure to show it by giving this video a thumbs up. Number 8, Circus Babies Entertainment and Rental. This place is just so steeped in lore, I think we'd all need to go there. Sister Location is also my favorite FNAF game, so you know I would want to crawl through those vents and feel that terror building up in my throat, that scream that I know I can't let out, because if I do, some free-roaming animatronic in the dark will find me. Ennard or Ballora, probably. I don't really know why I'd want to go to Sister Location. It is so terrifying, but I think a big part of it is that terror. Like we were talking about sort of at the beginning of this list, we seek out horror because we enjoy the feeling that it gives us. And Sister Location is very much that for me. In terms of visiting that space in real life, I wouldn't want to actually be hurt, just to feel that rush of danger where it feels like something could go terribly wrong, but I know I'm safe because it's all just pretend. I mean, this would just be pretend, right? If we're talking about these places. Number 7, The Office.
No! God, please, no! No!
One of the places I think we'd all like to see, sit at, and take pictures in would be the office. When I was a kid, I visited Minnie Mouse's house at Disney World, which I actually don't think is there anymore. This experience, though, was amazing. It meant I got to explore, roam around, and feel like I was Minnie Mouse for the day. I imagine visiting a version of the office that had, working tech, doors, and tons of drawings and little details worked in would also be equally magical, except in a scary way. I guess what I'm saying is we need a FNAF world. Number 6, Circus Babies Pizza World. I really just want to go here because I want to explore this location and see what mysteries I could potentially uncover. Circus Babies Pizza World is still a location where I don't fully know what to expect. All I can guess is that it would be similar but different than Freddy's. Who are all the animatronics? Is the atmosphere and the themes the same? Are there more clowns and circus elements? because that's what I picture. I imagine free, unlimited buttered popcorn at every table, a ceiling covered in cloth made to look like the top of a big circus tent, lots of warm lighting, maybe even a show where acrobats perform. Perhaps even the serving staff have like circus-based talents. I really imagine it to be a magically themed restaurant, which is why I think it would be a cool place to visit. Just maybe don't let Circus Baby serve you any ice cream. Number 5, your own pizzeria. Who doesn't want to go and enjoy the fun and horror of the pizzeria they themselves created in Pizzeria Simulator? I know I do. Imagine getting to enjoy your own games, attractions, and animatronics that you picked to be in your pizzeria. The question is, would you want to visit this location as an employee, the owner and manager, or as a guest? I personally would want to be in the role of manager to see how others were enjoying their time at my pizzeria, as long as I didn't have to deal with any lawsuits. Number 4, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I mean, I think we all knew this one had to make the cut. What would a real Freddy's be like, though, if we could go? Would it be like Chuck E. Cheese? Would it be like some kind of cheaper version of that place? Would the food be any good? And when would you want to go? That would obviously affect the atmosphere. After the reopening? After the reopening? Would you want to go when it first opened? Or see it looking a little more run down, a little more messy around the edges. A version with dirty back areas and corners, animatronics in disrepair. I personally would want to see a very shiny version of the restaurant, but one where maybe there was just one area where things felt kind of off, where there was this darker, more insidious presence that you could feel. Mostly delightful, but with this sharp edge of undenying horror, waiting to cut you if you took a corner too closely, or looked in the wrong direction at the right time. Number 3, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex. We haven't gone there yet, but you know I cannot wait to go visit the Pizzaplex in Security Breach. It already just looks so expansive and so fun. I am a sucker for locations with lots of areas to explore, RPG gamer over here, and the idea of a more free roaming environment in the world of FNAF brings me a lot of joy. Terror-filled joy, but still joy. Mostly what I would want to do is enjoy that amazing go-kart track in the Pizzaplex. It looks like the go-kart track at Niagara Falls, but indoors. It's like scary Mario Kart come to life. I want to drive. What would be the part of the Pizzaplex that you'd be the most excited to go and check out? IRL. Number 2, Fazbear Frights. I personally think one of the places that makes the most sense to want to go is Fazbear Frights. Fazbear Frights is the horror attraction version of the pizzeria. We visited, of course, in FNAF 3. With its spooky interior and its haunted restaurant vibes, it just makes the most sense that this would be the real version. It just makes the most sense that this would be like the real version 1 that we might get. Complete with, as is described in the Fazbear Frights books, a gift shop as well. I like the idea of an interactive museum that's all about celebrating the horrific franchise that we've all come to know and love. Number 1, Help Wanted VR. How can we visit a game though, Amanda? How can we visit the game when we play? Help Wanted is just supposed to be a game. Even in canon, it's described as being a virtual experience. But if you could walk through this virtual experience, would you? Well, that is a thing that could actually happen. Around the world, there are a few virtual experiences that actually allow you to roam in a room and, in effect, interact with the virtual components you see in your headset, effectively transporting you to that place virtually through your senses. These experiences are interactive in a brand new way. For example, if you see a sink in the room you are in your headset, you can actually walk over to that sink in the real world, turn it on, and feel the water running on your hand as you watch it spill from the tap in VR. This takes VR to a whole new level where you don't just see an experience, but you can also feel, touch, and potentially even smell what's going on virtually around you. There's also tons of surround sound going on, so you might actually hear something behind you and then turn around and see it, if you know what I mean. It's pretty neat. Now imagine, if you will, doing this with the Help Wanted experience. I personally have done a horror walkthrough, a fully immersive VR horror experience before, and wow, it was terrifying. So I can pretty accurately imagine how scary Help Wanted in this experience would be. What are some locations from FNAF that you would like to visit? Which do you think is the most scary? Which do you think would be the most fun? Let us know in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it is time to turn to some comments for one of our latest videos, Top 10 Fazbear Frights Book Theories, Part 2. Chris Fisher observes, they don't ever mention Fazbear Frights too much, despite the book's name. You were totally right, and when I was actually getting into that story, I was just like, how come we never really bring up Fazbear Frights in these books? And yet they're named Fazbear Frights, huh? Shadow Gamer suggests there needs to be more theories on Afton's miscreation since there are very few theories about it, and I even drew my own version of it, which is kind of identical to Daco's version, but different. I like that. I like that you drew your own version, and I will ponder about the miscreation more and see if there are some cool theories that we can perhaps inject to some of our awesome videos here on the channel. That's a cool suggestion. I like it. Caleb McGill comments, I can't wait for Security Breach. Me neither. Me neither. When are we getting it? Tomorrow? I hope so. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feels shouted out in a future list. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I am your host, Amanda McKnight, reminding you to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!